Hi guys, this is Just Freddy. We're in Bangkok now. We're going to take you all through our exploits and journey so far from Heathrow Airport with our Thailand pass, PCR insurance, health insurance, 15 documents for the three of us. So it's Louis, Intra, myself. I hope you're going to enjoy it. A bit of an intro and a bit of a funny story is one of our relatives had to go up north a few days ago. And my mother-in-law thought it was a police car outside. It turned out my relative who had come up all the way from Bangkok up north, he had flashing lights on his shoes. Would you believe it? Anyway guys, you're going to learn a lot about the Thailand pass, and this information is going to be really very helpful, and I will go through it in detail a little bit. But enjoy the intro. Hi guys, this is Just Freddy again. I hope you enjoyed the intro guys. Yes, quite a story there. So when we did eventually reach Heathrow Airport, the check-in at Terminal 2 was very good. The only thing they asked us for, really, they was interested in the Thailand pass and our PCR, which we handed over, and make sure it was negative. And also this thing about RT-PCR, it's just the PCR test. But me, I went to the mile and found somebody who did it with an RT. So it cost me a lot more money too. Like £125 each, which is £375, which is a lot of dosh, guys. Yes, quite hurt with it too. So once we had gone through the departures, then there's a security really. There was no other part of it where we had to show any pass or, you know, it's just usual security like they have these days. The plane was virtually empty. There's 30 people on the plane. For the 13 hours we was on the plane, you have to wear your mask all the way through. There was people breaching it, but they did tell them, you know, you take your mask off and when you get to Bangkok you'll be prosecuted. So they're pretty tough on it. And then, you know, and the other thing that was a big shock, we paid for a direct flight. As you can see, we was landing on a beach in, actually we were supposed to go straight through to Bangkok, but instead of that, they took us to Phuket. It does look like we're landing on the beach though, doesn't it? A bit of a shock it was actually. And my son, which is only, you know, sort of 19 months old, it was a real struggle, 13 hours with a 19-month-old baby, but the crew were very good because he was ill halfway through it, and yeah, they let me sleep on the seats. You know, I tried sleeping, but it's virtually impossible. When we got to Bangkok, this is the bit you're interested in. The most important thing is first you'll go through the quarantine, which was no big deal really. I think we just had to show the Thailand passes, health certificate. Obviously they want to see all the paperwork, what you got, you know, the PCR and the insurance is, you know, a big one too. But my son, even though we had a Thailand pass, it didn't show up on their computer. So we thought that was it, you know, we'd had it. But it was down to them therefore, and fortunate for us, they let us go through without him, even though he had a Thailand pass. Obviously sort of a creak in the system what works. So we went through from there, and then we went through to passport control, on my landing card. At the quarantine, they actually do it, where it used to be with the passport control, so we had to walk all the way back. The most important thing I was interested in is in our forwarding address in Thailand. Yes, we never had we wasn't given any landing cards when we was on the plane with Thai Airways. But the journey with Thai Airways is pretty good, very basic food. But the staff, you know, really shine, they very good. But it was a bit of a shock, you know, going all the way to bloody Phuket after we'd paid for direct flights. You know, my son didn't take well to it. He was, after that, we've been on the plane a long time. You know, obviously you go with a child, there's lots of responsibility goes with it, I suppose. But anyway, we went from there. As you can see, that lovely suite of rooms in a hotel is Centre Point, Seoul, I think the name of the area. They have lots of Centre Point hotels in Bangkok. But this particular one, very good. You know, we had 2 bedrooms, lounge, kitchen, everything you can see possible. And the food weren't too bad. It wasn't the best, you know, it was basic. You know, I'm quite high standard with my food. I thought it was okay. You know, they give us what staff will really put their self out to try and help us. And when we rang up, they answered all the questions. We landed and we got to the hotel by 5 o'clock in the evening. As you can see, they did a PCR test. But what you don't find out, guys, is that it's not just a PCR test. After you've had that, and they give you the results, 4 days later, you have to do another lateral test, which you have to register online and show the results for that. So as you can see in the background there, I don't know if you can guess where we are. Anybody which can work it out from just what they can see, I don't know. You know, it's quite hilly and yeah, sunny too. We left Bangkok and it took us in a taxi. It took us a while to get there. Wasn't that dear. I thought it was overpriced, and it was, you know, it's very reasonable actually what we paid for the taxi. Yes, guys, so the journey goes on. That was for the people which have got the Thailand passes. If you've got any questions you'd like me to answer regarding your Thailand pass, because, yeah, I must admit, I was in a bad way for a few weeks trying to find out, making sure we've done all the right things. My wife is the one that sorted it out at the end. We did have quite a few Thailand passes sent to us because we applied on the first day, which was the 1st of November. But I think it's quite good now. I think they've sorted it out pretty well. But if you have any questions or anything you'd like to know about our journey, Freddy's World, we're in Thailand now. We're trying to somewhere to live. At the moment we're in a hotel in this area. I'll leave you to that little surprise when we call again, which would be probably the week after next, or next week maybe. Anyway, guys, Thailand pass, yes, running away to Thailand. Well, it has been that. I'll continue the full story when we talk again. I'll tell you everything what's happened regarding that. Pin in the map, that's what we ended up, how we got here. It doesn't take much to book anything, but if you can, guys, it won't cost you nothing to subscribe. You know, thumbs up if you can. Leave your questions or anything you'd like to know in this description box, or just in the, you know, answering box, answer questions. And if you can, put the thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing, or to even subscribe. It's all free. You know, the information you get on all the YouTubers is absolutely free, so we would appreciate big thumbs up. You'll probably, hopefully I can do a weekly blog, but I'm not sure. You know, I've got a baby, and if you want, try my best to try and do it, put the information out to you. But if there's anything you'd like to know, anybody in this area where we are at the moment, is I'm going to leave that for our next blog, and you can tell me where you think where we are. Let's have a guess. Anyway, for now, this is Freddy and Freddy's World, and it's a goodbye from us to you, from Itara, from Louis, and Freddy yourself. Anyway, guys, we look forward to seeing you again. Take care, stay safe, big dreams.